In my trailer, I have opened straight away with a very enticing scene from a big piece of action from my film, grabbing my audience attention from the very start. This isn't commonly done, however it does happen in some action films, which is why I decided to challenge the typical convention. After this, I then go on to the production company name so viewers can see who the film was by, which is very common to have near the beginning. It then cuts to the main protagonist in a classroom, allowing the audience to get to know more about the character and her age range. This can help certain audiences relate with the character.
Alex, you know you can't listen to me.
After this, it then cuts to an establishing shot of where the film is based, and it's in a dingy urban city, helping to create the mood for the film, as well as setting the atmosphere. After this shot, it cuts to the two police investigators sitting in a car in the rain, which again creates a darker atmosphere as the weather is grimy and dark, helping to set the scene and establish the genre as a crime thriller. These shots fit into Rick Altman's theory of semantic and syntactic elements constructing the narrative of the film. By using these conventions, I am conforming to the semantic element of a crime thriller. I've used an unnerving soundtrack that starts slow and builds pace throughout until the action starts and it gets louder and more thrilling, linking to my fast-paced editing and action sequences. The track builds up until it reaches the climax where all of the action occurs and my audience is hooked. I have learnt this and followed Todorow's theory of stages of narrative. Characters are introduced through the first 30 seconds so audiences can be introduced to them. You can see Alex, Lewis and the two detectives who are all important characters in the film. They each get introduced in different lighting. Alex is first introduced in bright light in school, showing that she is the protagonist. The two detectives then introduced with eerie music in a car, the rain creating a suspicion about whether they're good or bad, and finally Lewis is introduced in darkness, making his character seem more mysterious. Throughout my trailer, when looking at the focus of characters, I've used a range of different shots from close-ups, medium shots and long shots. I've used them for all different reasons. For example, during the fight scene I've used medium shots and medium long shots as this allows the audience to take in more of a background and atmosphere but not too much unnecessary setting. Audience can see clothing, setting, facial expressions, clearly giving them what they want to see. I've also included a piece of footage around 55 seconds to 57 seconds of Alex on the rooftop texting Lewis, which is included so audiences know what is going to happen and what they're going to do. It also reinforces the genre and storyline being based around technology. Barth's theory of open and closed narrative can be applied throughout my trailer as audiences are constantly questioning whether Alex is a hero, villain or both. She's a hero for helping uncover the truth, however she is also a villain as she hacks illegally and finds secretive information, so Alex's character state is left open to interpretation. Barth's theory of enigma codes can also be linked into my trailer, as the two detectives are usually seen as the heroes of the film, however in my trailer the police are not what they seem. I've used close-ups on Alex's face in certain shots to show her facial expressions, as this adds to the storyline and creates the persona about her, which allows audiences to know how she is feeling at different points in the film. We've also used close-ups on particular objects of mise-en-scène, such as a close-up of the gun and a close-up of the laptop with a hacking screen. These close-ups provide the audience with a sense of what is important. Having a close-up on the laptop screen is a cutaway. It's not important, but adds to the storyline. The gun is also a significant object, as the gun has connotations of evil, death and crime, all things involved in my trailer. At the end of my trailer, I included the title of my film and the release date in neon flashing blue writing, also in stillfish font, to keep with the continuity of the rest of my promotional campaign. Having it flashing, I chose blue as well as this, as it goes with my house style. It also contributes to the technological side of my storyline.